So, Lisa, it's lovely to just connect with you across the world through this wonderful Zoom. And yeah, thank you so much for just being willing to come and share some of your story about your experience as a trainer. As you know, Wilbert Grant and I are just going to run some more trainings again in UK. This may well be the last year all three of us are in the room together. So we're just really encouraging people who are on the edge, who are on that do I, don't I, to give them lots of different perspectives about why they might. Using real stories, using real experience of what other people have found rather than it being our enthusiasm and bias. And we've had lots of different stories. We've had stories of personal gain. We've had stories of the joy of gifting out that learning to other people. Today, I guess what I'd love to focus on is your experience of using the skills in a much more longer term ongoing manner. So how have those skills enabled you, for example, to deal with the unexpected in a VUCA world? How have they helped you look at your bigger picture and where you might be going long term?
Yeah, so I did the coach certification course and the trainer's course at the beginning of 2015. So it's been, nearly 3 years now. I've really not looked back. I mean, I did the course at a time that was already difficult in my life and was already having some challenges and thought, no, this is what I really need to be doing. So it really was a head, heart, and gut decision to even do the trainer's training course at a time that, financially and time-wise probably wouldn't have been a head decision. Let's just put it that way. And since then have not just used it in coaching, but run, I don't know how many courses now, at least probably 6 or 7 courses, both in the UK and in the US. And that's continued. My own personal life has continued to, have all sorts of changes in this period. And I've made huge moves and huge decisions that I think without having taken it to that next level from just coaching, I wouldn't have been able to make to the degree that I was able to make them. And I think it's one of those things, we talk about social learning in the course, and in a way that's what it is, because when you do the trainer's training course, you are learning to teach others. So it really embeds what you know yourself, and that, responsibility and internalization when you need to go and then give that information to somebody else. Deepens it tremendously on a personal level. And actually running the courses during this period has also helped me in a number of ways. One is there is always transformational change, invariably, basically with every participant. And the reward of having, seeing that and being part of it is tremendous. The other thing is I always learn. I have some sort of transformation or change in every course that I give. So it continues to benefit me quite personally. And also I've gone into sectors because of them that I was never involved in. So I've developed this incredible passion for working with young people in schools and have taken it into education, both to teachers as well as to students. I work with groups of students now in all sorts of school settings. Privileged as well as inner city, they all have tremendous stress and decisions to make, and can learn self-regulation. It benefits all of them, and so that's been incredibly rewarding. I have this whole new almost lease of life, away from the corporate world, where I can make a difference to young people and educators, and that's been incredibly rewarding. And that wouldn't have happened without doing the trainer's training. This just opened up a whole new way of working with the world for me.
Beautiful.
So I think the personal gain is there, but the ability to turn around and help other people so readily, and of course it's embedding your coaching skills as well, is tremendous. So it's benefited me both from personal and various sectors, and in various sectors. So
Lovely. And right at the beginning of the trainers, of course, we encourage all of those new trainers to think about their voice, their passion, their gifts, their conscience, and to identify that voice. But what you've just verbalized so beautifully, showing that your voice is active and dynamic and ongoing and evolving, is that that voice evolves. And that the more we step into being a trainer and stepping up to that next level, the more that voice does become even more uniquely you and right for that moment and that context. So it's something we need to keep looking at over and over.
And with each course you deliver and embed, the more that evolves and the more confidence you gain, but also, you know, you continue to evolve as a person and, you know, continue to have more human spirit manifesting.
Yeah.
It's really quite powerful.
How many denominalizations can we get in a sentence? The humaning, spiriting, alivening, awakening.
You know, it's quite funny because then I just use this, you know, this progressive verb with everything, and people sometimes just look at me and go, it becomes sort of innate.
You can just go and spread it all around Scotland so it becomes normal.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. And, you know, it's absolutely wonderful having you in our trainer community, and you're already rocking it out globally. You support others. You're in the workbook group. You're, you know, on the wisdom calls. And yeah, thank you for being you in the trainer community.
Right. And probably you're not aware, but there's also a workbook group going on with the US. They just can't connect with everybody else. So I do that one separately. So,
beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah,
thank you.
It's been really great. So thank you.
Lovely.
Lovely to meet you. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.